everyone. It is I, CMC Cherry, playing playoffs of the SDA. I'm playing this a day early. I don't know if that will play into any part. Knowing me, I probably should have just played this tomorrow, which is that Sunday, but I only say that because I've had a really unlucky week in terms of draft games. Let's just say I've had a lot of hacks this week. So, you know, I mean, I'm kind of just here. I'm kind of just vibing, kind of doing whatever I do. I have a chicken sandwich with me. I have some water with me. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. That's kind of just the vibe that I'm getting. But good luck, have fun to my opponent. Those are the exact 6 that I expected. Sorry. He's gonna buy my sandwich. My lead here is going to be Great Tusk. I feel like I get a lot of value out of anything he really wants to do. Ah, yes. Another coach that just says have fun instead of good luck, have fun. Let's see if the hacks will really mess me up this time, just like it has literally every other game this week. But good luck, have fun to my opponents. They are the first seed. They picked me. And I mean, I will say this with firm confidence. I think the matchup isn't entirely in his favor. I think I actually have a pretty good matchup, but you know, playing and prepping are two completely different things. Anyway, here we go. We have Darkrai. I think my play here is to always just click headlong. Alternatively, oh God, I don't want to say the F word, and it's not the profanity word. I don't want to get that, but I mean, at the same time, like, I don't want to lose momentum turn 1. So I think I am just going to click. I mean, headlong doesn't kill, but if they do try and kill me, I'm just going to CC. F it. They do psychic. Okay, so they're not ice beam. Okay, let's go. Spit F drop. You know what? It's beginning. Sorry, I'm eating a chicken sandwich, but Darkrai is dead. Darkrai is dead. Turn 1. They go into Mew. Honestly, my plays into this thing is to go into Klefki always. I am going to save this Mon. It could still be good for Excadrill. But yeah, that's a great turn 1 for me. They go for Psychic. I am just going to click Switcheroo. Yes, the Excadrill could come in. Actually, no. I'm going to click Spikes here. If they Flamethrower, I live. So yeah, I'm just going to click Spikes. Get my Spikes up. That's cool. And Earth Power. Okay. Live that. So now this thing is going to always be slow. And okay, their expert vote's gone, and they click Nasty Plot. Okay. So I'm going to be honest. They could be Vacuum Wave. I am just going to click Dazzling Gleam and claim my chip. That's good damage. And they do Earth Power. Great. Klefki got a lot of value. Got up a Spike. They Terra, which is big. Okay. They live on 1. Happens. And they do get off a Psychic. And then I am probably going to die. Yeah. So while I am down 4-6, I'm actually in a good spot. Because I can go into my Gothitelle and click Terra Blast for free. They are going to Vacuum Wave. Okay. And Mew's dead. That's a threat gone, which is also dead. So, I mean, can I not just charm this? They do Rapid Spin. Okay. And their Life Orb. Okay. I am going to Terra Water, and I think I am just going to Terra Blast because they are at 75, so then this will put them in range of another, and I don't want to play in the face of this Mon, so yeah. I'm just checking if I'm Terra Water. Yeah, okay, I'm Terra Water. I'm about to say, I would like to not lose because of a Terra option, you know? And they get rocks up. Oh, okay. I was more scared of like an SD. They do live. Okay. Honestly, they could EQ this turn, which would mean they would kill themselves. So I might just try and calm mind. I don't want to rest, right? I don't want to rest. So they are going to Earthquake and they are going to kill themselves. I am just going to get off a calm mind. The next Joe's dead. Resurrection. That is Raikou. Okay. So they're probably going to Thunderbolt. They're not going to play games with me. I can't let this Mon go. I just can't. And they do T-Bolt. Yes. Awesome. I am just going to click Flamethrower here. Flamethrower is my strongest move. I do threaten a lot of damage. They do switch out. They probably should go Azu. They do go Azu. Is this AV? That looks to be AV. Play rough into Agua Jet should never kill me. Yep, I'm out of range. Let's rest. Perfect. All right, and now let's sit here. Oh, knockoff. Oh, good. That's fine. So I'm going to be honest. We're going to be here for a hot minute. I did like 2 mocks for this, And this is kind of how it went. I can't lie. And now that Azu's gone, Gothitelle just wins. So yeah, GG. That's what it does. It comes in, it stalls, it traps. That's just, you know, that's kind of how Gothitelle rolls. But I took out the first seed. That's great. Excellent. I would say never punished, but if you saw the week I had, I see this as a victory. Finally. I was like 0-3 this week on draft games. So awesome. Great for that. And we're moving on to, I want to say, the semifinals, I think I'm rematching. It's either I'm rematching Goki or I'm playing a new draft player, or not a new draft player is in terms of skill, but like a draft player I've never played. So yeah, but that's something to look forward to. But yeah, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Yo guys, what is up? It is Cherry coming at you guys with semifinals of the SDA. Today I am taking on Jay Fueka. I have played Jay Fueka before. I am currently 2-0 against him. I hate rematches. I really do. Especially because when I do play rematches, initially I prep with the best thing I have. So when I win and I have to play them again, obviously the person that lost has an advantage. But the Eagles are winning right now. It is the Super Bowl right now. I feel like I have this charge to win too, but I don't really want to say anything. We are bringing Gothitelle, and I know what you're thinking, like, Gothitelle, you said it's bad, and I do, but a part of me is like, I want to bring Gothitelle in playoffs because I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to do initially. There's a Tentacruel instead of Zapdos. Oh, no, Zapdos is huge. No, Metagross is huge. Okay, I wanted to bring Gothitelle because for a few reasons. First of all, I'm glad I'm Psychic instead of whatever Shadow Ball mess I had. I wanted to bring it for a few reasons, right? I drafted it with the intention of using it. And yes, Klefki would have been lovely here. I wanted to bring Gothitelle because my whole everything that I did this season and the whole kind of stitch was I bring Gothitelle, right? So I brought it in quarterfinals and it won me the game. If you saw that, spoilers. If not, I apologize, but it got 5 kills that game. And this game, I feel like it can have some merit. I did bring Scarf Bundle last time, but I feel like I need to play a bit more offensive. And I think that's kind of what I'm going to lean more into do. Game plan this game, it's to clean up with Bundle like I did last time. They brought triple Scarfers last time, and I brought Scarf Bundle, so they couldn't outpace me. Now I think they're going to try and play a bit more conservatively. If I can manage to trap in that Florges on a Baton Pass turn, or prior to a Baton Pass turn, then I think I'm golden. But speaking of, there is the Meowscarada lead. I went over this in my head. Go like have fun to my opponent, and let's get this poppin'. My play here is to always flip turn. I outpace the entire team. There's nothing they can do to outpace this bundle. And it is to always pivot into my Sneasler. Losing my band is going to be really unfortunate if they do try to click knockoff. I could also pivot hard into my Chi-Yu. They might try and sucker punch me, and I kind of went over this in my head. If they do want to try and sucker punch me, then I do get that, but they are going to swap. I was Scarf last time, so I don't think they want to risk that. They pivot into Florges immediately, and this is absolutely phenomenal because now I can get my flip turn damage, and now I can just pivot into Gothitelle, and this is exactly what Gothitelle is meant to do. It is meant to trap in this thing. It is meant to not leave. Now, they could be Shed Shell. They might be. I think it's worth clicking Taunt initially because they could try and Baton Pass out. They might be Shed Shell. If they are, then that's great prep. But that means they're not leftovers. And that means if I can get Rocks up, that's better for me. Okay, so it seems like they're not Shed Shell. They tried to trick me. Oh, okay. All right. Well, their choice. I'm just going to Nasty Plot. And wow, yeah, this is about to... Okay, Moonblast. Okay, they could be some sort of lagging tail or something interesting. I'm going to Terrasilize here instantly. So I am just going to Terra Blast here. Trap this thing in. And Gothitelle is going to do Gothitelle things. This being trapped in is absolutely huge. Because they are giving me this, and this is the one thing, one of the few things actually, that stops Chi-Yu and Bundle from thriving. So I am going to Terra Blast here. That does a lot of damage. And they are going to Moonblast, and it's going to do very minimal. They do shake off the taunt. I am going to just Terra Blast. I could also taunt them again so that I activate my Citrus, so I'm higher health. And that way I take less from a knockoff from Meowscarada. I actually kind of like that, to be honest, because I do outpace this thing. So I'm actually going to taunt. Hopefully they Moonblast me. They do. Okay, good. Awesome. And I should heal back and be higher. I am a little higher, which is great. And I am going to Terra Blast here. And that should be a dead Florges, which is absolutely huge. Now they are probably going to go Landorus here. But on that play, I am +2, so I don't think they can really afford clicking Earthquake. If they do U-turn out, they need a Psychic switch in. So they would lose a lot of momentum from that turn. So with that being said, I am going to pivot hard into my Uxie. They do Earthquake. Perfect. Now, I am going to just... I mean, I could U-turn here. I don't think I gain a lot from knocking off the Rotom's heavy-duty boots. So, yeah, because I think I don't gain a lot from clicking knockoff on the boots, I am just going to click U-turn. Okay, so they're bulky then in that instance, so I am going to get momentum, and I do chip them with the helmet, which is great. They go Meowscarada. That's huge. I'm going to get 4 times super effective damage on this. That's a huge amount of damage. And now, I don't think I lose a lot from just going Bundle and honestly just clicking Flip Turn. Because I think a Flip Turn should kill here. Flip Turn does 11 to 13. So they are higher than that. I could Freeze Dry here. That would invite in the Rotom. But I don't think they're in a situation where they can Willow and Call my Tusk. I was Lum last time, so I feel like they have to be a bit more careful. They do switch out. Their pivot is Rotom. Okay, their pivot is Rotom this time. Let's count this. Rotom Heat. Freeze Try to this does... That does pretty good damage. Does around 20%. So it's max HP. I am just going to go into my Tusk because I A, want to click Knockoff, and B, want to potentially get Rocks up. They do Volt Switch, so I block their Volt Switch. I highly doubt that they pivot hard Espeon on me. So I'm just going to get my Rocks up here. Okay, I outpace them, which is big. And now Rocks are pretty much up to stay. They Willow me? Okay. That's okay. I am just going to click Knockoff now, though. They do switch. Okay. And they're probably... I don't think they go hard Tentacruel. Okay, they do go hard Tentacruel, so I'm going to knock off a potential Assault Vest. They do take Rocks. That's a lot of damage. So they're Black Sludge. Okay. I am just going to Earthquake here because, I mean, I feel like I don't really lose a lot. Getting this chip down would be kind of weird for potential Lando and Rotom Volt switches, but I feel like I offensively deal with both. So I am just going to Earthquake here, and getting rid of this opens up Chi-Yu a lot more than it already does now. So they are going to flip. Okay. So I actually gain a lot from this turn. They probably pivot Rotom. They go Landorus. Okay. I am just going to click Knockoff here. I don't think I lose a lot. If they do Terrasilize into a Water type, then it is completely okay because I Revenge Kill them with Sneasler. So I should live anything barring like a Terra Water Terra Blast. I could also just knock off, but if they do, I mean, I feel like I don't really lose anything from going Uxie, right? I mean, I am burned, but I am blocking Volt Switches. If they do want a Terra Blast, I do block it. If they go Meowscarada, unless they're boots, they are getting, I mean, revenged, right? From the rocks. So I think I'm in a situation where, I mean, Uxie's kind of really here to just deal with the Landorus and the Meowscarada. And Meowscarada's at, like, pretty much 1 HP. So I'm going to preserve my ground type to block Volt Switches from Rotom, and I am going to pivot into my Uxie. They do U-turn. Okay. I mean, they're taking Chip, which is really nice. They're also not Scarf Landorus. That is something to also note. They can, if they want to, go hard into Meowscarada. But, I mean, if they're boots, then they'll reveal it, obviously. But honestly, I'm at the point where trading Uxie for Meowscarada actually sounds like a great idea, all things considered. Also, the Tentacruel was not Assault Vest. Speaking of Tentacruel, it comes in. I do honestly just want to threaten a Psychic Noise on this thing. If they do want a Rapid Spin, they are going to take damage. They do Rapid Spin. Okay. So they are going to take chip damage. And I can threaten a Psychic Noise here. Points of Stones disappear, which is okay. Psychic Noise comes off, and their Tentacruel is pretty much at 1 HP. So if I can get Rocks up again, I do crit. If I do get Rocks up again, then that's kind of it for the Tentacruel and potentially Meowscarada. So I am just going to U-turn here. If they knock me off, it's okay. If they flip turn, they kill themselves. Okay, that's fine. And I do stay in. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but the Tentacruel's gone. And now, once Shiyu comes in, they have to pick a sack. Every time. Which is huge. Both of their Chiyu and their bundle checks are gone. They could pivot into Espeon here. Speaking of Espeon, it's in. I am just going to click U-turn and sacrifice this thing. If they are some sort of Calm Mind variant, then they will reveal it. However, I do think I'm in a really commanding position, especially because I got rid of both of the things that switches into the Chiyu. So they are going to kill my Uxie with Psychic, which is okay. Because now I can literally go into my Chiyu and I can click Dark Pulse. And I think even if they are Terra Fairy here, they're getting 2 KO'd. Unless they're Assault Vest, granted. If they are Terra Fairy, they are getting 2 KO'd. Yep. I could also Flamethrower. How much is Flamethrower doing to Rotom Heat? Flamethrower is 2 KOing at the range it's at. Dark Pulse is a really hard click for them to deal with, though. So I am just going to click Flamethrower. If they are Terra Fire, then they take that risk, but Dark Pulse is going to do a substantial amount of damage. And then worst case scenario, they threaten me with a Power Gem. I mean, if they're Fairy, would they be Fairy into Klefki? That doesn't make a lot of sense. No. So I think I can always click Dark Pulse here. They shouldn't ever be Fairy. Considering Klefki potential, I did bring it last time. So I am just going to click Dark Pulse. They do switch out. They have no switch in. They go hard Rotom. Oh, this Rotom is like dead. Oh yeah, this Rotom's dead. This is dead. Yep, that is a dead Rotom. Perfect. Lando dies. Lando's not Scarf. Meowscarada pretty much dies. They are going to Terrastalize. It really doesn't matter what they do. I mean, they're probably water. But them not Terrastalizing Espeon really opens things up. Now, unless they're like max AV, they're not living this Dark Pulse. Okay, cool. So Landers is down. Now the Espeon can't Terra. Meaning that now I kind of just clean up with Chiyu. And this is why, well, I'm not going to say this is why Gothitelle's good. I think Gothitelle is not that great. But when people tend to not really prep for it, which I feel like has been the story of Gothitelle this entire season. Like the times that, oh my goodness, that's Specs, I think. Holy heck. Anyway, the times that I don't bring Gothitelle, people don't prep for it. And even like the times that I do bring Gothitelle, people don't prep for it, right? So Gothitelle being able to taunt and trap that Florges really, really helped. Even my bundle has only hit the field and clicked flip turn, and I always have a win condition in that. I can always stay in here and just click Dark Pulse. Because worst case, bundle comes in and clicks Ice Beam the next turn. And yeah, like Gothitelle, when it's not respected, does a lot. Like you saw how it did. Trapped in that Florges. Florges was the one thing that was stopping bundle and potentially stopping Chi-Yu as well. So the fact that I was able to get that is absolutely excellent. But yeah, that's gonna be semifinals. We're gonna be in finals, baby. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen, I'm gonna be playing my very best friend of 6 years in finals once again. And I did lose in the regular season. It was a pretty close game. However, you know, now it's a rematch that I didn't win. So technically I have the advantage, but kind of not really. But that's going to be GG's. GG's to Jay Fueka. Really great rematched game. Everything kind of went smoothly. I didn't really feel any pushback or anything. So, but yeah, that's going to be it. See you guys in finals. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for keeping by with the series. And with that being said, I'm going to get the heck up out of here. Thank you all and see you guys for finals. Deuces.